back to the Popcorn Hub. My name is Panelo Mukwena, and behind the camera is Ogorogile Nong. Yo guys. Anyways guys, before we go any further, I would like to say thank you so much to everyone who have been subscribing, who've liked our videos, who have been commenting. Guys, we really appreciate it. The day we rob the bank, we should be complying with the money. Anyways guys, today I am reviewing two movies. One is Capone and the other one is Vivarium. So I'm gonna start with Capone. So for me, this whole Capone thing was new. It was first time hearing of some guy called Capone. So apparently Al Capone, full name Alphonse Gabriel Capone, sometimes known by the nickname Scarface, was an American gangster and businessman who attained notoriety during the prohibition era as the co-founder and boss of the Chicago outfit. His 7-year reign as a crime boss ended when he went to prison at the age of 33. So the movie takes it from there, from when he got released from prison, right? So he got released when he was 40. So basically he stayed 7 years, which is like nearly a decade. So the plot of the movie says, chronicling the final days of notorious gangster Al Capone as he succumbs to dementia and relives his past through tormenting memories. The movie's budget was 2.6 million and it made 112 million on box office. So it was a good movie. It was directed by Josh Trank and the initial release was on the 12th of May 2020 in the USA. So it got here probably a week later. And the movie's cast is Tom Hardy, who plays Al Capone, Josh Trank, the director guy, plays Agent Heyy, Matt Dillon plays Johnny, Linda Cardellini plays May Capone, the wife of Al Capone, and Will Fisher, who plays Junior Al Capone. So I'm gonna get right into it, guys. You know me, I write down my reviews and stuff. I write them down so that I get everything I want in detail. So I'm gonna get right into it. So for me, the movie is about, well, according to me, the movie is about the life of Al Capone. Well, basically it's after he got released from prison, and so he got like I said, he went to prison for 7 years, and then they thought, he's no longer dangerous, so we should release him, blah blah, and he was diagnosed with neurosyphilis. There is actually nothing interesting in the movie except for Tom Hardy. If you know Mad Max Fury, the one with Charlize Theron, and you know The Dark Knight Rises, you know Tom Hardy is that guy. I don't know, I don't remember the name. And then if you know Venom, Tom Hardy is that guy. So I feel like Tom Hardy carried this movie. He really did. He delivered a riveting performance. For me, Tom Hardy is the guy behind the mask. I know him from Mad Max Fury. He's got a mask on The Dark Knight Rises. He also has the mask on, even on Venom. So this guy is a brilliant actor, honestly. So overall, I didn't like the movie because I had my own expectations, and y'all know what expectations do, right? They lead to disappointment. And I was left wondering, what the hell have I seen? If you are into those gang things, this is the movie for you. I am plugging you with it. It's called Capone, Capone, and that's all I had for you guys on Capone. We are moving right straight to Vivarium. Here is the trailer.
What's happening? Maybe they'll let us go.
What if they don't come? What are we supposed to do? Should we just sit here and we wait to die? It's a boy.
Give a little time for the child within you. Don't be afraid to be young and free. Run to the locks and throw away the keys and
All we wanted
run you.
was a home.
You are home. You creepy little mutant.
Did you get the funny? You creepy little mutant. Guys, that was the trailer for Vivarium. Such a creepy movie. Anyways, so the brief plot about the movie. Hoping to find the perfect place to live, a young couple travel to a suburban neighborhood in which all the houses look identical. But when they try to live their life,
Labyrinth.
Like development, each road mysteriously takes them back to where they started. So it was like a maze type of thing. The initial release of the movie was 12 June 2020 in Taiwan. I have no idea when did it get here because, well, the whole corona thing happened. The movie is directed by Logan Finnegan and it made, okay, there's no budget, but it says on box office they made $123 million US. The movie stars Jesse Eisenberg as Tom. Jesse Eisenberg, if you've watched the movie, now you see me. Now you see me one, now you see me two. Jesse Eisenberg is that guy. It also stars Imogen Poots as Gemma, Sinan Jennings as the boy, and Iana Hardwick as the boy, the older version of the boy. So Sinan is like the younger version of the boy. And then it stars Jonathan Aries as Martin. So, about the movie. Vivarium really got to me, hey? It really got to me. So the story is about a young couple looking for the perfect home. Yeah? They get to one estate agent. So they've been looking. So they ended up going to one estate agency called Yonder. And that is how they got introduced to number 9. Number 9 to this day. I cannot stand number 9 to this day. So this movie will have you hating it, loving it, and it will piss you off most of the time. The movie will piss you off because it's also depressing. It's depressing. I'm gonna get straight into reviewing the movie. I like the fact that we, much like the characters in the movie, have to sort out what's happening. We actually don't know what to expect in the movie because the movie is not predictable like those typical normal horror movies we used to watching. Like no, I'm not gonna mention them. I nearly mentioned them. I'm not gonna mention them. Like, you know, those ones with demons that will pull your leg into a dark room and all that. This is not one of those movies. This is psychological horror. It deals with the mind. Like, it will get to you. So Vivarium is unique and it's intriguing and it is not really predictable, like I said. If you are a fan of those jump scares, like those other horrors I won't mention, those demon horrors movies, then this one is definitely not for you because this one it needs you to like fully concentrate, fully focus, and a little bit of rewinding and fast forwarding. It's just like, you know, it needs that. I like the fact that Jesse Eisenberg doesn't play the staring in this one. I see me staring in this one, you know. It's refreshing. It's really refreshing because we are used to seeing him in most of the movies that I've watched, that I've seen him in. He is like this tough guy. Suddenly the one Batman versus Superman. Yeah. It's like this geeky guy with glasses, nerd and everything. Like, this one is refreshing. Also, Imogen Poots delivers an admiring performance. So her lead is powerful, is strong. So I was left with so many questions, like if the alien thingy can drive out of the neighborhood, why couldn't the victims do? You know what happens then? This young couple, they go to Yonder and they meet Martin, the agent, and Martin is like, yeah, let's go and see the house. Martin is like emotionally blackmailing them to go and see the house. They ended up deciding, you know what, let's just go and see the house. They get there, then they get to number 9 and Martin shows them around the house. Funny thing, it's a 2-bedroom house and it's fully finished, and the other bedroom already, it's painted in blue, and it's a child's bedroom. It has those little baby beds and bed, whatever the thing is called. So, and then the girl says like, it's a boy's room, and Martin's like, yes, do you have children? And she's like, no. And you know what was weird? Martin was imitating her, like he did the exact same thing she did. Like, it was so weird. I thought maybe it was like Martin is some robot thing. I don't know. And then he takes them out to go and see the garden, the outside part. And then when they move to the outside, he then gets left behind and he leaves them there. When they come back and they're like, where is he? He's nowhere to be found, and the car is nowhere to be found, Leona. And it's not like driving out of the Yonda neighborhood, and they couldn't find their way out of the neighborhood. Like each and every turn they took, it got them straight back to number 9. And then they ended up staying the night and staying nights and nights and nights and nights and nights. And then this weird thing happened. A baby was delivered in a box, and the baby was a boy. And very strange thing about the baby, it grew every single day. That thing grew. It's not even a baby. Why am I even calling it a baby? So they had to like raise the thing, and the couple won't raise the baby, and you will be free. Ne? Say something like that. Yeah, you will be free. So they raised that weird thing they called a baby, and it was so weird. It made weird sounds, like you saw in the trailer. So it is saddening and depressing to think of a young couple that were not able to truly live their lives. Like they didn't have a choice. It was like they got kidnapped. Like, this is your life now, get used to it. So after that whole thing, that thing called a child was now grown, and it was gonna now turn into the next Martin from Yonda. So overall, there's not much to say about the scenes, but the opening scene kind of like gives you an idea of the whole movie. So what happens on the opening scene? The bed in the beginning of the movie, it tricks the mama bed of another species to raise her child. So these aliens also trick humans to do the same thing. So they trick, like, raise the babies, and then yay, yeah. Explaining it is even more harder because wow. So this movie stayed in my mind for a very long time. I kept on imagining myself in that situation. Yo, if you watched the movie, if you know the movie, let's talk about it on the comment sections. Sure, guys. So yeah, that's all I had for you guys on the movie reviewing part. Don't forget the movies that we reviewed are Capone and Vivarium.
Anyway, that was honestly a crazy review, man. That was really a crazy review. So anyway, stay tuned for the next episode. We're gonna be watching.
So excited for those ones, hey?
Yeah,
I'm so excited. And to you guys, we are recommending the movie Countdown. Imagine having to know the day you are going to
die.
Yeah, if you haven't seen the movie is called Countdown.
Yeah.
It's one word, Countdown. That's all we had for you guys in this episode. Until the next one, my name is Penelope Mukwena.
I'm Ogorogile Nong.
Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment down below. Hit the notification bell so that you don't get to miss out when we post the new videos.